Hey everybody, this is part 2 for my jaw surgery video. If you didn't check out my last video, it's right here. Thank you for the support, thanks for the love. I just want to make a part 2 about tips and also about the cost of the surgery. That was a common question I got in my last video. So I want to talk about the cost, the insurance, and also just little tips that I wish I knew and I just want to share with you all today. So without further ado, let's get into it. So for my last video, what was the bill was a common question. And of course, I'm not surprised because you're thinking about doing this surgery, you want to know about the cost and what you're getting yourself into money-wise. So I actually kept my bill from Blue Cross Blue Shield when I got it because I know I was going to share it with you guys in this video. I got the bill in August. My surgery was in January 21st, 2022. So that's about like 7-8 months later. I didn't know how much I had to pay until after the fact. So there was 2 bills that came in. They're both associated with the same surgery and everything. One bill was for $69,924 and the other bill was $7,228. That $7,228 was just surgery for oral and mouth, and the $70,000 also had a surgery charge in it for about $19,000, and also had $23,000 in supplies, $10,000 in outpatient service because I had to stay like 3 nights. Anesthesia was about 4 bands, and it was a lot of miscellaneous charges are down the line. You look at the bottom line here. So for my insurance, you probably wonder how much they covered, and this was actually the real kicker. So my insurance covered about this much, and this is how much I was responsible for. They didn't cover a damn thing, and I was very surprised because I can't pay that. That's about $77,000 in all for the surgery, and they weren't trying to cover anything about it. And I was very surprised about this because, you know, you get it like after the fact. By August, that's like 8 months down the line. This surgery is behind you. You're not really thinking about the bill. You're thinking you're going to move on with your life. But this really like just screwed up my day. I was stressed because like, honestly, that's like tuition money. But I immediately called up my surgeon, Robin Yang. He's right here. Great guy, and he helped me appeal it. He wrote up a whole paper. He gave them x-rays, pictures, documentation, because what happened was my insurance tried to say that was cosmetic or that was unnecessary, but honestly, like, jaw reconstructive surgery is necessary. You should get it, and it can help you in the long run. And my orthodontist as well chimed in as well. I sent him a copy of the appeal forms, and I was able to get it squared away. A couple weeks later, I got my new bill, and this is how much I had to pay out of pocket. So as you can see, it went from about $69,000. I only had to pay $250. And for that $7,000 bill that I got, it got completely waived. I didn't have to pay at all. I didn't have to pay any copay associated with it. That's great news, you know. So if you want to ask how much the surgery cost without insurance, it was $77,000 with Johns Hopkins University. But I only had to pay $250 out of pocket. That does not include little equipment, or I would say my prescriptions. Like they gave me Oxy, Tylenol, Benadryl to help me sleep, and other little supplies, but doesn't include that. This is just the surgery, what I paid for that one day on January 21st, 2022. And I hope that was really helpful. Now, if you would have asked me like, hey, like if you knew you had to pay $77,000 beforehand and you didn't have insurance, would you do the surgery? Absolutely not. I don't think anyone should do the surgery if you got to pay $50,000 or more out of pocket. If you got to pay $30,000 or more out of pocket, you shouldn't be doing this unless you got it like that. Like, more power to you. But yeah, if I would have known $77,000 and if for some reason my insurance wouldn't help with a penny, then I wouldn't have done this surgery. Hell, if I would have won my appeal, I would have told them to undo what they did to me. And that's just my 2 cents about it. Okay, so for tips and pointers and advice that I had for you guys, if you are taking the surgery and you're early or you're about to do it within the next week or 2, one big thing is I would say get a big syringe. So they give you like a little one and you can use that for your medicine and whatnot, but you might want a bigger syringe because this is honestly how you're gonna eat. And the bigger syringes, the bigger the gulp you can take without having to constantly refilling. I think having a large syringe will be like the first thing, and also get multiple ones because these things do jam and it just helps you out in the long run. I wish I knew it beforehand. It took me like, I don't know, probably like a week to realize like, you know what, I need a bigger syringe because I just keep on refilling, you know. Another advice I had was have plenty of towels and rags. You're gonna be bleeding a lot from the mouth. You're gonna be drooling all over the place. Also, your nose might be bleeding or running. But have a lot of rags. Always have something around because you don't want to get blood everywhere. But like definitely a lot of rags is something I recommend. The nosebleed thing kind of caught me off guard. I didn't think about my nose being impacted by the jaw surgery, but it made sense. They give you some nasal spray to help out with that, but that's just my personal experience. I had a lot of nosebleeds. I didn't see when I watched other people's videos that they had nosebleeds, but that's just something I went through personally, but I didn't expect that. Also for snacks, I would say protein shakes really got me through, like Boost, Ensure. Also, that's a lot of protein or calcium you're building up, so you might want to take some lemon water, or just something fruity as well. But Boost and Ensure from Sam's Club or BJ's really got me through the surgery. It was a lot of protein. It filled me up. I had it daily. That really got me through. Also, I got a quick little video for you guys to check out. This is my favorite snack that I had. It's right here.
I've already pre-measured. I'm doing just 1 cup portion. 1 cup of milk to half of cup of condensed milk, which are already pre-portioned. I also use 2 tablespoons of the Jif peanut butter. Okay, it's already pre-portioned. It's in there. Now I'm gonna enter the milk. Pour it in. With my Ninja. Simple drink and very delicious. There is his favorite peanut punch.
That's good. I don't know where I would be without that snack. That thing was smack. I had it like every day. It was my favorite thing that mom would make for me. So we call it peanut punch. Also for your medication, I'll say medication, document everything. One thing that I did was that every time I took a medication, I'll write it on the mirror in the bathroom. I'll always take my medication in the bathroom because it gets a little messy because you're doing it through a straw. You can do it over the sink or something like that. But every time you take your medication, whether it's the Oxy, Tylenol, Benadryl, document it on the mirror. That way you know when's the next time you are due for it. It's just nice to keep track and stay on top of your medication. That way you're not taking it too soon, or maybe, you're gonna know. You're gonna be begging to take that painkiller, but like just document it on the mirror. It can really take you a long way, and that's a big tip I have for you. And lastly, my last tip is check with your insurance if you're covered for this. Learn from me and my situation from earlier in this video about how my insurance didn't want to cover it at first. I had to appeal it, but definitely contact your insurance to make sure that it's covered, because I was blessed enough to appeal it and won. But if I wouldn't have won that appeal, I would be in deep water. I would be like millions of Americans that are stuck in medical debt. But definitely clarify with your insurance if this is something that you're covered for and that you are insured for this, because you don't want any surprises like me. But hey, I made it. I know you can make it too. It's all a process, and just be strong, and I think you'll do it. But I hope my videos inspired you. If you have any comments or questions, I'll answer down below. As always, have a blessed day. I'm out. Peace.